Hello and welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. We are doing a message from Spirit today, and I've already pulled a rune. And the rune is a new rune for me. I do pull on these, but I've never pulled this particular rune, and it's called Hagalaz. It looks like a giant N. Hagalaz. This talks about hail, storm, disruption, wild power, change, disruptive weather, storms, wrath of nature, uncontrolled forces. Let's get into the message. Thank you to all who have liked, shared, subscribed, and contributed to this channel. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all your efforts there. Thank you so much. I am doing personal readings. If you're interested in that, the information is down below. Remember the golden nuggets that are for you, you'll just know. Be discerning. Those that aren't, leave for someone else. Let's get going here. Very intriguing rune we have. Destructive forces. Wild power. Wrath of nature. Uncontrolled forces. Wow. Three of Swords in the reverse. Talks about coming out of healing. Followed by the Eight of Pentacles. What else do we have here? Dancing around is the Lovers. Yeah, I'm getting some sort of choice here. Choices. Not certain about what choices to make. Putting in the work. Where to put in the work. Strategy for work. Coming out of healing here. Something hasn't worked. The Magician, the Hangman. Something is brewing here, though. Someone's taking a time out. Page of Cups, something serendipitous. Thinking about our wild, uncontrolled forces as well. The world. Let me sit with this a bit. Okay. So we're talking about some sort of disruption. Something you've gone through has been disruptive. You're trying to get back on track. I'm seeing this as work. You felt like you didn't have a lot of control there. And I do see that you were treated not properly. The choices that were made were harsh. You weren't treated fair. But I don't see you came back with that energy. I think you just knew something better was for you, although you'd hope this would work for sure. And I see you stayed professional, you stayed quiet for the most part, and I don't see you in this environment anymore. I think people admired that move you made, and you did it in a classy way. The disruption was hoping that you'd come back at it and show another side to yourself. 5 of Wands. Some sort of challenge, like it was always baiting you or challenging you to be something that was more aggressive or came back on them. And I do get that you had reason to come back on them. There was enough reason there to, give as good as you got. But you didn't. You took a higher road. You took a classier road. That's going to lead to some good things coming into your life. And it'll be kind of a surprise, I'm getting. King of Cups is on the bottom of this first deck of cards that we're using. I think people are going to come to your aid here. They think that you haven't been treated fairly, and this might present another opportunity. I feel like a group of people are coming to set the record straight here. Whether that is to bring karma to this disruptive force or person or persons, or offer you something better. Something more stable, something that doesn't involve, like whoever you were working with before, and I do think it was a situation of work, their emotions were all over the place. Professionalism was absolutely not in the cards for them. It was not a daily situation that you dealt with. Yeah. You were not with a professional. You were with a handful of emotions that ran rapid in this person, and maybe they got it together with the higher ups, but with people that they considered lesser than them. I mean, that just gives you an idea of what you're dealing with, just kind of a crummy person as a whole. They were just on you. They were riding your ass, I hear. But it was like made up. It was like false. It was their way of getting out their anger. But I see you coming out of this lack. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, but they really tried to do you in. They made this personal. And like I said, professionalism, they have no clue what that is. Okay, but you're being given a gift here. 6 of Cups. 2 of Wands. Look to the future. Better things are on the horizon. Yeah. Maybe this was just so nasty so that you would get out of it. You wouldn't even question the leaving it part. A lot of burdens here. Sure, we see the 10 of Wands. There was a lot of deceit, of course. I think this person's middle name is Deceit. 7 of Swords there. Knight of Wands. Yeah, they came at you really bold, and they came at you often. I don't know if this is a situation like they liked you more than work, kind of a romantic feeling here, and it was unrequited, and then they just really decided to come at you because of it being unrequited on your part. It's something like this, like the intensity is so strong where you're like, what is going on here? There was more than met the eye, and you're still not really sure about what this all entailed, but what I'm getting is this person actually has a lot of mental issues and needs to seek help there. And they are forever running this race of presenting themselves as something they're not, but they're running out of time and they're running out of energy and they're running out of this game. This game is coming to an end, and people are just starting to see how they do treat people, and not just the higher ups, because, there'll be many people that will treat the higher ups differently than they treat everybody across the board. But people are starting to take notice of this and really seeing the authenticity of this person, which is not a good thing. You, on the other hand, are moving into individual success. Maybe you're starting your own deal. You're an entrepreneur. The 9 of Pentacles talks a lot about that. I see, just kind of a refreshing energy around you, like Okay, now I can breathe. You know, you were always, I think, under the gun, always being attacked. Transformation with the death. That's all being, with the death card, it's all being transferred. That energy is all being transferred into self-care, and you can breathe again. You're not stepping on eggshells. I really don't think you stepped too much on eggshells. You just didn't encourage this person because it didn't take much. I mean, you could do absolutely nothing, and it looks like this person was in attack mode. In fact, I see you did nothing but worked hard for them, and stayed professional, and they couldn't do either. I see that they loafed off quite a bit and talked a lot of smack about everything that they did, and really that was an untruth. And also, you know, with regards to professionalism, well, they couldn't be it because they don't know what it is. Magician here, you are manifesting a lot of goodness, and you do have the magic. And maybe that was what it was. You had the magic, and you had people's attention, and you had people's respect, and you had people seeing you as someone who could handle this situation in a magic way. You know, maybe this person went through a lot of other people before you, and you hung in there for the longest time. Of anybody. But definitely they saw your abilities here, and I think this person just tried to squash it out of jealousy, or I'm really hearing you had qualities they wanted that they don't have. So that was part of the attack, but also people were noticing this, that you had the qualities, that you were the leader of this duo here, somebody who was supposed to be the leader but just couldn't handle it. Ace of Cups, you're getting a brand new everything here. I think this is love of project, love of a career move here, love in your career, loving what you're doing. Now, the fact that you get the Magician twice is very significant. You were never able to beat this person because you never played at their level. I mean, how do I want to say this? They were never able to beat you because you never played at their level. That's what I want to say. And other people noticed that. They were never able to defeat you. You stayed positive. You stayed classy. You stayed authentic to self, I'm hearing. 8 of Swords. They are in their own self-imposed prison here. But you're not the first person to go through this. They go through people, and then they blame people. But people are starting to, other people around them in this organization are starting to see the pattern, that it isn't the other people that they're blaming, but it's just directly them. And 10 of Swords confirms that as it just comes out. There's an ending here. They have ended themselves. I do see that they'll probably play the victim. That seems the style. You know, when it's over, then you play the victim. I was unaware of what I was doing, blah, blah, blah. You know, I need help. I'll seek help. Well, you know, hopefully they will. And hopefully they can learn something, because I think they're very heavily ego involved. And so learning is difficult for them because their ego just is so enormous. 4 of Pentacles. Hanging on, yeah, they'll hang on to their ego. Will they learn anything? Likely not. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. We always hope for the best. Okay, 5 of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who their game of taking over and winning at all cost is done. The wheel turns. The wheel turns in your favor, and you know, now they deal with whatever situation that they created for themselves. Now they're trying or tried to tell a different story, that they're a victim of their situation, but nobody's buying it. They have been in the past. People have bought this version, but they're not any longer, because they could see that you were the real deal, you were real talent, and they couldn't make that work. So it was becoming very evident that they were the problem. 5 of Cups. They will have lots of regrets here once they wake up from their ego-induced coma. Okay, what else do we have here, Spirit? Ace of Swords, communication, truth. Yeah, I feel like we started out with kind of nasty energy with these uncontrolled forces and storm-like energy, and disruptive personalities. And it's all just coming to an end. It's too bad. It's too bad that you had to go through this. That they tried to maybe even throat chakra. Maybe sometimes you just had a lot to say and you didn't, you know. I just keep hearing classy. You stayed classy. There were a lot of things you could have brought to the table to tell others about them. And you just stayed classy. So the destructive energy, however, is the wheel turns. There is some change here. And in regards to your life, you know, move forward. Don't worry about what's happened to them. Don't think about revenge or, you know, karma takes care of it. But in your case, and on a more positive note, you didn't see this coming, that you were going to walk away with the Eight of Cups here and the Moon. There were a lot of emotions. And I think there were a lot of people you enjoyed working with, and they enjoyed working with you. And so it's too bad that one person ruined that. But they just ruined the situation for you because you're on to bigger and better. And just in life, you know, if something's not working out, it's just not meant for you. But I do think that with this King of Cups, other people are coming around, you know, stable, good support, help. They're going to help you. They're going to come around, these people that you've worked with in this scenario, and they're going to find something else for you, or they're going to be people that you work with down the road, maybe in a few years. And ironically, it'll turn around where you'll have people that are good references for you, or help you find something else, because you did make a good impression there. So don't think otherwise. You were in this Four of Cups energy of feeling like you were being overlooked. And that's exactly what I'm getting. It's a supervisor. It'll be different for everybody, but it's exactly what this person wanted. Is you were such a big, bright light and so talented that they wanted you to be overlooked because you overshadowed them. But in reality, people have taken note of what you bring to the table, and good things will come of this. Ironically, good things will come of this. People will come to the forefront and help you find other work, or think of you for a position and offer it to you. And this guy, I feel, or woman, or, you know, whomever it is, I do kind of think it's masculine energy, will be out of the picture. They're just out of the picture. I don't see them anymore. You prosper here. After, this is on the bottom of the deck, these two cards, you prosper here at Ten of Pentacles after a period of heartbreak. Yeah, you were surprised, you know, maybe it's one of the first times you've gotten a bad review, or, you know, been let go, or been in a situation like this where you're forever attacked. I'll take the next card at the bottom of the deck because it's talking about what I'm talking about. The Seven of Wands, being attacked. You know, you really had to stand your ground. And I don't feel like you were defensive, but I feel like you were tough. And you just refused to be pushed around here, and that was maybe part of the problem as well. Because, and the next card on the deck, because you're the star. And I can't really show that card, so you are the star. Yeah. I think the message as a whole here is, yeah, you're coming out of a storm with somebody, and it was just out of sheer jealousy because they wanted qualities that you naturally have. And I think those natural qualities put you in a position where you were seen as the leader. So if people were going to you, it's because you were the leader there. And the person who was supposed to be the leader, or had the title of being such, very upsetting to them. And they didn't handle it very well. They didn't handle it professionally. And I do feel like they did come after you in a nasty way and tried to convince others to do the same, and tried to portray or paint a narrative that didn't exist, that you were something that you were not, when in fact they were the very nasty, untruthful, fake, not authentic person that they wanted everyone to feel like you were. It was actually them. Their days are numbered. I actually feel like their days are done. Karma has caught up with them. Let's grab a charm. Okay, so the elephant here, you have removed any obstacles. Your wisdom and the way that you've handled this has been exemplary. I mean, just really on a high note. You just left on a high note. You just didn't get bogged down in anybody's a lot of this is this person's self-loathing that comes out in an attacking way. And you just let them simmer in their own juices there, and you stayed your course, and you stayed authentic, and you stayed professional. And that's going to pay off for you in a lot of different ways, because, you may not have thought that anybody was paying attention, but a lot of people noticed exactly how this went down and exactly what happened here. So you have removed this boundary, this burden, these obstacles. Yeah. And it's just a situation where you're meant for bigger and better. And maybe you would have stayed there had the divine or your spirit guides or whoever you seek to for guidance hadn't made it so uncomfortable for you to move to something bigger and better. Because it does look quite harsh. Unnecessarily harsh, like unnecessary drama here. That's just the lack of that person's professionalism and maturity, cycles of life, is the oracle that you get. Yeah, you're right in the midst of this. This is just another cycle of life that you're ending, starting anew, starting fresh. Yeah, I see good things. A lot of, where in a couple of months you're going to be saying, wow, yeah, I never thought I'd be here. I never thought my path would lead me this way, but I'm so glad that I'm in this spot. Let's grab some cosmic oracles. And I do feel like maybe you're on your own. Maybe it spurred you to, hey, if we're going to call that a leader, then I certainly can do this. And you're doing your own thing. And it just gave you enough oomph. The storm gave you enough oomph to say, look, I'm not giving myself enough credit. I can run the show. I've proven I can run the show. And so now it's time for me to run my own show. Of these cosmic oracles, you get date night. Get ready to be wined and dined. Yeah, maybe there are some wine and dine offers that are coming in. People that want you on their team, they're going to wine and dine you to get you on their team. Or maybe as you start your own thing, if you're an entrepreneur or this has spurred you into that kind of action and that kind of energy, you're being wined and dined or you're wining and dining clients. I'm seeing just new teamwork here, new collaborations, confessions. Someone has something to tell you. Yeah. I doubt if it will be this person. It might be. It might be. This person has a lot of icky darkness from their past, and they haven't dealt with it, and it just bleeds into their present, and it's happened for a long time. I think you were the only one to stand up to them and do so in a way that wasn't confrontational, but in a way that held up a mirror, I'm hearing, for them to see themselves. And it wasn't what they wanted to see. So, work needs to be done there. Caution, find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. So do your homework, do your research as you're considering other positions or as you're striking out on your own and starting your own thing. And remember, especially when you start your own thing, there can be a tendency to be, this is a lot of work. There are a lot of moving pieces and parts here, so don't overwork yourself. I think we have one other oracle here that wants to come out. Getting a new pet, getting current pet, giving current pet more love, pets. Maybe you're finding comfort there. Maybe you are getting a new pet. And there's companionship there that helps in this process. Patience, just a few more months, good things to come to those who wait. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially in the part about good things to come. Yeah, I think you're seeing the beginnings of that, good things that are on the horizon, and certainly just a time to take a breath with your hangman here. Take a breath from this experience, and just a lot more easy energy, and you're past the worst of it all. Now good things start to percolate and happen. If you like this message, and you like this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. This is our message from Spirit, and it pertains to somebody or a few people out there, or bits and pieces of it you can relate to, and they help you. I hope those golden nuggets always help. Let's remember always who we are, and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.